We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Slow.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, Griffin. Now he's forced out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, baby, I can hear my smile on that play.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw is RG3. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long out.
And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, Griffin. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Play action. Now Griffin. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On second down, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. From the gun, it's Griffin. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Slow.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Operating from the gun, Griffin eluding the pressure run. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action with Jackson. His throw incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Snead. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson now on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Now Griffin on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Griffin. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, Griffin. Flushed out right. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. C.J. Mosley able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A give. This is Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. They go play action with Griffin. They'll roll him out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Wallace, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On second down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3-19.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now it's Griffith, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it, actually.
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
On third down, Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Robert Kindici in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Cardinals on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action. Griffin. Going deep for Benjamin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And again, it's Chubb. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Griffin. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mike Wallace, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gone!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Design run for their wideout. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Play action. Now Griffin. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Wallace, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And some space here. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Chandler Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Brought in left side by Snead. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Well, now they'll try the end around. And some room to work. A good pickup there at 22.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They pitch it to Chubb, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Slow.
Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Slow.
They run. Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. To throw on third down. Griffin. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the carry is Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Formation here defensively.
4 down.
To throw is RG3. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Kindici. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And a great move again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Gone.
Now Jackson on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Detroit. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Jackson on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.